Trucker 101 pre-trip inspection. So this week we'll do our 101 segment on under the hood. So we've already got the hood open, and one of the areas we'll start here, usually the driver's side, right? So one area you're going to look in between for any obstructions or anything like that. You can't do anything as far as testing the brakes go right here. You know, it's not your job to be adjusting these. So, but you're going to check your leaf springs, make sure there's no cracks or anything in them, any breaks. You're going to look at your tie rod too, same thing. Make sure there's no damage to it. Now, of course, you're going to check your oil. I'm not going to do it right now because I've already done it today, and it's warm right now anyways. I just shut off the engine. So, but one of the areas you're going to check all your hoses and connections. You can see everything's fairly dry. There's a few spots that look like they might be wet, but it's not really wet, just dirty. The engine is overdue for a cleaning right now, so I'm sure that'll get done pretty soon. But you're going to check all your hoses. Now you can see one hose here. We've got a little bit of a leak, or a little bit of a wetness, any rate, and that's from filling this thing. It's your power steering. So that's one of the things you're going to check, is your power steering. Okay. And of course your oil. Now your oil cap is right there, obviously, is where your filler is. And you can see your belts, but you can't touch them from here. It's a little too far in. So you're going to do that from the other side. So anyways, you're looking at this side for any cracks or breaks, any loose wires that it might be hanging down. You know, you can see the oil filter is just been done not that long ago. So it's coming due for a service there soon again. So that'll get changed up soon. There's no obstructions within the fan or the front. So everything looks good on this side. Okay, so over here, this is where you get your hands in a little bit. Okay, you check your radiator fluid. It's up in the bubble, so you're good there. Again, you're checking all your hoses and clamps for, like, on the turbo, whatnot. Make sure everything's attached and not coming apart. And it's a good idea to just grab hold of it, make sure none of the clamps are actually loose, okay guys? Because it can be deceiving. That's one of the things you should always carry with you, is a spare turbo hose clamp. Because those things let go, they're a high pressure clamp, you can see. So a regular clamp's not going to cut it. So anyways, this is also where you're going to reach in and you're going to give your belt a tug. Make sure it's good on. And same with the one that's up here. It's a little bit harder to get to, but you want to give it a tug too. Alright. At the same time, while you're in here, you're going to check your tensioner pulley. Make sure you don't see any cracks or damage on it. And your pulleys. It's a little bit hard to do with the camera here, guys, so I apologize. You're going to check your turbo, see that there's no cracks in the pipe there. A lot of times when they go, they'll go right here at the front, is where they'll break off. So that's what you want to check. You want to make sure your washer fluid's full. Always make sure your fluid's full at the beginning of the day, because you never know if you're going to run into crappy weather. Like, it started off really nice this morning, and got some clouds moving in. Over there it looks like it's nice, but it's actually not that great. So the direction we're going, it doesn't look too promising. Cloudy with possible rain. So like I said, it's always good to start your day off, make sure your fluid's full. Other than that, under the hood, I'm sure I've forgotten to mention something, but I mean, you want to check everything. Again, you're checking your brakes, make sure there's no obstructions in here and whatnot. Your leaf springs are good. You want to check your look at your air hose here, make sure there's nothing broken or ripped on it, or chafed or wearing. Basically, you're going to look at, when you're looking at the engine, you want to look at everything. And once you get used to your engine, you'll notice when stuff is out of place or not looking right. And that's when you got to say something, okay? Other than the obvious, you know, when you see a broken hose or something dangling, obviously you're going to know that something's up, right? So, at any rate, I know it's not the most thorough thing there. It's hard to do when you're holding the camera because I know what to look at with my eyes, and I always scan the area. Oh, we close the hood. All right. Well, another thing you should be doing too before you close the hood. See, I'm doing it because the truck has already been running for me. But while the hood's open, you start the truck up and then get back out and just take a look. Make sure your belts are spinning fine. Everything's spinning fine there. So, but anyway, that's it. Trucker 101 this week's segment of looking under the hood. Like I said, at this point, you get back in, you start up, put on your headlights, flashers, four-way flashers. And a good trick and rule of thumb, a lot of guys forget to check this. I mean, you put your four-ways on, put your headlights on, but they forget to check for their brake lights. And an easy way to do it is just pull down the spike. See, it stays in place, so your brake lights will be engaged. Okay? And if it doesn't actually stay, then take a little bungee cord and pull it down a bit, and then hook the bungee cord either to your steering wheel or to your seat or to something like that. At any rate, that's just a quick look under the hood, checking your engine compartment. I think I got everything. I'm sure some of you are going to tell me if I didn't. It's just so routine and habit what I look at. I'm not used to telling people what to look at. So hopefully I covered everything. John, if you're watching, I'm sure you'll fix that. Same with Tiny. But any rate, that's it for this week's Trucker 101. I know it was just a quick one. We're going to get more into the regular part of the pre-trip on the truck and trailer next week. I was planning on doing this later today, but like I said, the weather doesn't look too promising, so I don't have a whole lot of time to sit around right now. I got to get going. But anyway, that's that.